Emily with the Children's Museum of Skagit County, and this is our Science Saturdays program. Today we are going to be growing our own crystals in something that would usually go in the garbage can: eggshells. Now, crystals often grow inside rocks like this, and if you break them open, you see crystals inside. This is called a geode. We are going to grow our own geodes with something called borax. It's a laundry detergent booster, and it also makes beautiful crystals. For this experiment, you will need a few clean eggshells. Make sure you clean them with warm water so the inside membrane is completely washed out. You will also need some glass or other heat-proof containers, a larger glass or heat-proof container for mixing your solution, boiling water, borax. You can find borax at the grocery or hardware store. And you'll also need something to mix with. I'm using these popsicle sticks. You could use a spoon or a whisk or anything else that mixes. The next thing we're going to do is make our crystal growing solution. Now, this is called a super saturated solution. That means we are going to put as much powder as we can into our hot water. You'll know it's super saturated when a few crystals are at the bottom and you can't dissolve any more in. Now, when you're working with boiling water, make sure you have a parent or adult helping you. It's very, very hot. First thing I'm going to do is pour boiling water into a measuring cup. And then I'm going to start adding borax, stirring as I add. You should use about half as much borax as water. So if you have 1 cup of water, you'll use about half a cup of borax. It works really well to just eyeball it though. Make sure you're looking at the bottom and seeing how much is getting dissolved in. Make sure you stir it really, really well until everything is dissolved. When it's dissolved, you won't see the individual crystals, it'll just be liquid. Let's look at the bottom. I think our solution is just about super saturated. Once you have your super saturated solution, pour enough into each cup that it would cover an eggshell. You want the eggshells to be completely covered in your solution. Now, if I were to leave it like this and put my eggshells in, we would have clear crystals. There would be no color. You could try that, or in this one, I'm going to add some red. Give it a good stir. And I think I'm going to make this one blue. The more color you add, the darker your eggshells will turn. Once my solutions are nice and colored and ready to go, I'm going to add my eggshell. Now remember, this water is still hot, so use a spoon if you have to. Make sure you poke the eggshell down so it sinks all the way to the bottom. Now I'm going to let these sit overnight at least, and the crystals will start to grow. You'll notice after a couple of hours, the crystals will start forming on the top of the jars. I have a couple finished already that I can show you. Here are 2 eggshells I started yesterday. If you look closely, you can see those crystals on them. Now this one was pink and this one was blue water, obviously. You can either leave the back of the eggshells the color they are, or you can paint them with acrylic paint. You can use any color you like. I really like adding metallic gold or something sparkly. I think it really sets off the inside. Now those are your eggshell geodes. I think they look pretty good.